What's up, my fellow Elite Warrior race known as gamers? So, I never really came up with a good intro for this video, so this is just gonna have to do. As you can see, this machine is stripped down, other than drive bay. It is completely nude. For now, here's some clips I kind of recorded out of order, and just, yeah, let's go from there. So before we get too far into things, I'll do a little tear down of this fella. Oh shit, oh shit. Front panel coming right off. It's gone, it's right there. We got our little front USB and our drive bays here. Pop the side panel off. Screw that holds this drive bay in right here, and a little tab up top. Pull the tab out, whole thing slides right out, just like that, like butter. Top drive, you got screws on the side to hold it in place, and it just slides out. These are elementary things here. We all know how a computer works, how a computer comes apart, but at least if you're watching this, I sure hope you do. But also, what's really cool, the back here, the power supply screws, this whole top panel is just held in like that. It slides right out. And now you can access your power supply. Come to find out, initially I was kind of skeptical about what kind of power supply this is, but we've got this rather nice power man unit. These are made by Inwin. It's 300 watts, which that's pretty sick if you ask me. As you can see, I've already pulled the CPU cooler off. First thing I noticed when I pulled off that cooler, it's got one of them nice copper cord Intel stock coolers, which implies one thing. Yeah, baby, it's a Core 2 quad. Which really begs the question, the fuck am I doing here, man? Whoever had this thing before me, old Jelk Master Beige here, already turned it into a sleeper. Well, I guess a sleeper for the time. But yeah, that Core 2 quad's coming right out and going into the old black box that has a Core 2 Duo E7200, unlike the advertised Pentium D. Come on, man. Honestly, I was kind of hoping at least one of them would have a Pentium D in it. Pretty fucking stoked on that, dude. That kind of rules. So for this bare chassis as it sits right now, I think I'm just going to pull that motherboard out, give it a nice cleanup, and paint everything black. That way it has a nice clean aesthetic. And also, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek at what's going to be sitting in this behemoth. And the answer is a monstrosity. And oh boy, I tell you, it's a behemoth. Right here, we have an XFX RX 5700 XT, the ultra thick model. I really like XFX graphics cards. I've always kind of been partial to Nvidia, but for this build I wanted to go all AMD. And as you can tell, this thing's long. This is a big chunky boy, almost as fat as my cat. Yeah, it fits. It fits with a couple inches to spare, enough room to throw a fan up in there. Just take a look at that. Ain't that pretty? I sure like it. This thing is shaping up to be quite a tasty little morsel, if I do say so myself. This thing doesn't have much going on for cooling. It does have I guess an 80mm in the back. What I want to do, I'm gonna get one of these bad boys to fit up right here. Yep. That ought to do the trick. That's a case mod if I've ever seen one. Alright, job well done, boys. Okay, but in all seriousness, I don't have an actual hammer right now, so I'm just using an armorer's wrench. center punch some holes here. I'm sure there's a way better way to do this, but I don't work that way. Frickin' A, dude, beautiful. Beautiful. Except for that right there, it wasn't quite so beautiful. Now, we're gonna go ahead and make some pilot holes for our fan. A little wibbly wobbly. Doesn't help I have the cheapest, shittiest Harbor Freight drill bits of all time. Now it's time for the fun part. That's pretty damn loud. And a quick little test fit with our sexy Arctic 120mm fan shows that it was a mission success. Holes there line up, I just don't have the other two screws right now. I got them somewhere, I just to fish them out. Now time to go back and attack this with a file, clean up the edges, and put some trim around it. Now for this section of the video, I didn't get any recordings because I was at work, but I used a drill and a die grinder with a cutoff disc and a flapper wheel, and I made these pretty spiffy speed holes for the GPU so it can suck in some air from the underside of the case. Now it's ready for cleanup and paint. In spite of my horrendous, terrible spray painting technique, everything laid down pretty flat, pretty solid black, just like you'd want it to be. And as you can see, I've gone ahead and pre-installed a Thermalright ARGB fan. I had one of these laying around, and upon my realization that the rear fan is a 92mm and not an 80mm fan, I realized Thermalright makes a 92mm ARGB fan, so I might as well just toss it in there. There is another cooling solution I'm looking into to get more intake. That'll be a surprise for a later video. But as far as all that goes, we're really just sitting here letting this paint cure. Kind of at a standstill for now until I get a motherboard and some more parts in for this thing. But anyways, drop a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more. I'm really excited to see where this thing goes and to finally get it up and running and maybe do some benchmarks on it, temperature and performance. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.